And to start off the show tonight is our returning Story Slam champ. He makes his living in sweatpants. He gets to help his friends live better lives each day through the work as a manager and performance coach at the family business, the iconic Wareing's Gym. He's particularly grateful for the opportunity to work with kids at the gym and at the C-Tech elementary mentorship program. He's commented that he's living the most incredible life. His story is 2 points for Thomas. Please give it up for Jesse Wareing. Clap for Jesse.
Happy 35th birthday, Vince. Everybody, happy birthday, Vince. So before you guys hear my story, I think it's important that we all have a better understanding that I do, because when you hear performance coach, it's very vague. When you hear that I coach speed and strength, we don't really have a good idea of what it is that I do. But I get to all day. Usually I probably average about 400 athletes a week that I work with, and I get to work on making athletes faster and stronger every day, all throughout the day. And I've worked everything from 6-year-olds all the way to professional athletes, and it's always the same thing. No matter how many people I've ever worked with, the greatest coach in the world all would have the same thing in common, that I've never made an athlete faster. I've never made an athlete stronger. I've never done it. In the whole years at the gym, I've never made anybody lose weight. All I can do is put people in the situation where they can do that themselves. All I can do is encourage people. I want to give them the tools, and I want to give them the support, and I want to help them believe that they're already stronger than they thought that they were, that you're already faster than you thought that they were, that the real you is in there, and all you have to do is find the confidence to do it. So what I'm really all about is I'm about building confidence in people. I'm about taking people and finding the real them inside. And so when I work at the Parisi Speed School at Wareing's Gym, it's afforded me the greatest opportunities that I could ever have in my life. That every single Thursday, I get to volunteer at a different school. I go to some school in Virginia Beach, and I take over PE for the day, and I work on speed techniques with young people, and I get to show them stuff that they had no idea what that stuff was before. When somebody said, hey, can you go faster? No, you're either fast or you're slow. No, actually, all of us can learn to be faster. All you have to do is apply techniques, and it's easy, and it just comes down to confidence. And when I've gone to these schools, I've gotten to be part of some of the most incredible things of my entire life. And tonight's story is about exactly one of those events. It was just last year, I was at Princess Anne Middle School. All throughout the day, when you're at a middle school, you have class after class, and each class has like 80 people in it. 80 middle school people in it. I mean, it is high energy all day long. And I'm the kind of person, I can't just turn it off and then turn it back on. If I get it up, I have to keep it up there, because once I come down, I'm all the way down. So when I have these 10 to 15 minute breaks, I have to do something to stay active. So usually I'll get a basketball and I'll just shoot terribly the whole time. Just anything, just to keep myself occupied, because if I slow down again, you're not gonna get me back up. And one of these times, at PA in particular, not all schools have this, actually most don't, but I wish that they would adopt it because it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. They do something simple called a walk and talk. After the kids get dressed out, they get to just walk around, just for the first 5 minutes. It's not long, but for that 5 minutes, they just make laps around the gym, just talking to anybody they want to, just walking around, just decompressing, just taking everything from that day and just say, it doesn't matter. School doesn't matter right now. I can just be myself just for these 5 minutes, and then I'll go back to whatever it is that you need me to do. For this 5 minutes, I just want to enjoy it. Well, in one particular day, before that walk and talk happened, before the 6th grade class was coming up, I was shooting, and the special ed class came into the room. And when I say special ed, this was the very far end. This was actually, of all these kids, they were all nonverbal. This was a really big thing. They get this little bit of time in the gym by themselves, and they get to walk around and do whatever they want to do to be active. Well, one of them sees me shooting the basketball. It's this guy right here, Thomas. And Thomas, I can't tell you exactly what was going on with him, but he struggles a lot. If you could actually see the picture better, this leg is bent. Every movement for Thomas was a big struggle. I didn't understand any kind of language that Thomas had. Whatever he spoke, I wasn't smart enough to understand what it was. Except he used his hands to communicate he wanted to shoot the basketball. Absolutely. I'm going to pass the ball right over to Thomas. And Thomas takes his shot, and he keeps on giving me gestures to let me know that he's an athlete. He'll make sure I'm looking, and he'll something just to know that he's ready for the shot of his life. And Thomas will shoot, and I mean, this guy is airballing this by like feet. I mean, he's missing this thing by like 4 feet. I mean, it's hopeless, but he's having a great time doing it. And man, if I get to be a part of that, what can I do? I mean, I can shoot any time that I want to, but now I get to take this guy and really show him some stuff. And so we're having a great time doing it, and then the walk and talk happens. The sixth graders, they come around and they start making their laps around. And one small group, they see Thomas, and clearly they recognize him. And encouragingly, they say, "Come on, Thomas. Come on, we want to see it. We want to see it, Thomas." And before you know it, Thomas is kind of starting to shut down a little bit. He's not used to all this attention that he's getting, and he's just starting to shut down. And so I don't know what my thought process was. I didn't have a plan, but "Come on, Thomas." And I started, it was supposed to be a more dramatic clap sound. And I started a clap, and those guys, they started clapping too, and we started a real-life slow clap, which, Aaron, you've seen me start real-life slow claps before, and this whole entire gym, I thought that was going to sound better than it was. Keep going. And so Thomas is there, and he's more nervous than ever, and he's watching. Everybody has stopped the walk and talk. Everybody there is watching Thomas, and they want to see this, and Thomas, finally, nervously, he just goes for it, and the second that it leaves his hand, that ball is going to go in. And here it comes down in slow motion. Swish, and boom! This place has just erupted with the most true and honest emotion that I've ever gotten to be a part of. I've seen it in a million movies, but I've never gotten to be a part of it before. And the feeling that I had, I mean, you can't contain this. I can't explain it. I can only do my best to try to convey to you what it's like to be a part of something truly amazing. And Thomas is gone off, and he's high-fiving everybody. He has just won the Super Bowl in his mind. And it made me realize that heroes aren't like what we see in the movie. There's a hero everywhere. All you need to do is be in the right place. If you keep your eyes open, if you keep on putting your heart out there and you keep your eyes open, I guarantee you, you're going to see something great. You're going to see a hero where nobody was expecting it. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like the opportunity to see one, go down to 4 Kids, because that place is filled with kids that all they need is that opportunity. All they need is for one person just to believe in them. No pressure. Keep on shooting the ball. It doesn't matter if it goes in. I just want you to keep shooting. Somebody who just says, "Hey, man, keep trying. Maybe you'll make it." And I guarantee you want to find a hero, spend some more time at 4 Kids. With that, guys, thank you very much.